The Hidden Hindu, Part 2. Chapter 1, Land of the Extinct. The story continues from where Book 1 ended, with Prithvi narrating everything to Mrs. Batra in 2041. He reveals something shocking, that Om Shastri is actually his father. As the narration shifts, we see Om waking up in a mysterious place in the Himalayas, surrounded by peaceful monks. He soon meets Ashwatthama, who explains that they are in Jianganj, a hidden spiritual city beyond normal reality. This place exists in another dimension and cannot be accessed by ordinary humans. What makes it even more astonishing is that Jianganj is home to extinct species, animals, birds, and plants that no longer exist in the modern world. Om witnesses creatures like the dodo, saber-toothed tiger, and even ancient plants, realizing that this place preserves life across time. He also meets Vrishkapi, a powerful being resembling Hanuman, who protects the region. Meanwhile, far away under the ocean, Nagendra is preparing his next move, revealing that Om's blood is the key to achieving immortality. Chapter 2, Legends of the Past. The focus shifts to Nagendra, Parimal, and LSD traveling in a massive submarine beneath the ocean. Nagendra is determined to reach Mount Kailash, believing it holds the final key to immortality. Parimal explains the mysteries of Mount Kailash, describing it as a sacred, inexplicable place where time behaves differently and no one has ever successfully climbed it. He narrates the story of Milarpa, the only person believed to have reached his peak. Milarpa's life is shown as a journey from revenge and darkness to repentance and spiritual growth. This chapter establishes a connection among mythology, geography, and hidden truths while also revealing Nagendra's dangerous intentions. At the same time, Mrs. Batra reveals a scientific discovery. Om's blood contains unique black cells that can adapt to any condition, making him practically immortal. This connects science with mythology, deepening the mystery. Chapter 3, Nanshad. Back in Jianganj, Om meets Milarpa, who begins narrating his past. Milarpa explains how he once searched for a man named Nanshad across India. After a long journey, he unknowingly ends up working for an old man who turns out to be Nanshad himself. The old man behaves strangely and eventually reveals his identity in a shocking way. His name, when reversed, becomes Dashanan, another name for Ravana. This reveals that Nanshad is actually Nagendra in another form. Milarpa's story shows how Nagendra has existed across time, manipulating events and hiding his true identity. This chapter strongly connects the past and present, revealing that the enemy Om is ancient, powerful, and deeply rooted in history. Chapter 4, One Word and Two Lakes. Om continues exploring Jianganj and learns more about its hidden nature. The place is not just a physical location, but a spiritual realm where time, space, and reality function differently. The mention of sacred lakes, such as Mansarovar, adds to the atmosphere of divinity. Om realizes that this place holds secrets not just about him, but about the entire universe. At the same time, Nagendra and his team continue their journey toward Kailash, facing extreme conditions. The tension builds as both sides move closer to a major confrontation. Chapter 5, The Scion of Serpents. This chapter introduces deeper mythological elements, particularly related to serpents and ancient lineages. The connection between Nagendra and powerful serpent-like forces becomes clearer, suggesting that he is not just a human, but something far more dangerous. His ambition for immortality is tied to ancient knowledge and hidden bloodlines. Meanwhile, Om's understanding of his own role continues to grow. Chapter 6, 9. The number 9 becomes significant, symbolizing time cycles, power, and completion. Nagendra's plan revolves around a strict timeline, indicating that something major must happen at a specific moment. This chapter builds suspense, showing that every action is leading toward a critical event. Chapter 7, The Curse and the Cure. The story explores the idea of immortality as both a blessing and a curse. While beings like Ashwatthama are immortal, they also suffer endlessly. Om's existence is linked to both destruction and salvation. The cure for death, represented by Amrit Sanjivani, becomes central to the conflict. The question arises, should immortality even exist? Chapter 8, Lost and Found. Om begins recovering more of his lost memories and slowly understands who he truly is. At the same time, the enemies are getting closer to their goal. The gap between truth and illusion continues to narrow, and the story moves toward a major revelation. Chapter 9, The Fourth Immortal. Another immortal figure is introduced, expanding the concept of Chiranjeevis, immortals. This shows that Om is not alone and that others have lived across ages. The hidden world becomes larger and more complex. Chapter 10, The Shadow Figure. A mysterious figure emerges, operating in secrecy and influencing events from the shadows. This adds another layer of suspense, suggesting that not everything is yet visible or understood. Chapter 11, Boy with the Black Birthmark. A new character with a mysterious birthmark is introduced, hinting at a deeper connection to Om and the larger story. This suggests that the events are not limited to the past, but are continuing into the future. Chapter 12, An Unceremonious Cremation. This chapter brings emotional intensity as it deals with death, loss, and transformation. It shows how even death is not always final in this world, reinforcing the theme of immortality and rebirth. Chapter 13, Devdwaja. A powerful symbol or entity called Devdwaja is introduced, representing divine power and destiny. This chapter connects spiritual elements with the ongoing conflict, indicating that the final battle is approaching. Chapter 14, The Old Man's Pet. The story circles back to earlier mysteries, revealing hidden connections and truths about Nagendra and his past. The seemingly minor details from earlier chapters now take on significance, revealing how everything is interconnected.